Good morning. We'll be reading Psalm 50 this morning for our devotional. The mighty one, God the Lord, speaks and summons the earth from the rising of the sun to its setting. Out of Zion, the perfection of beauty, God shines forth. Our God comes, he does not keep silence. Before him is a devouring fire, around him a mighty tempest. He calls to the heavens above and to the earth, that he may judge his people. Gather to me my faithful ones who made a covenant with me by sacrifice. The heavens declare his righteousness, for God himself is judge. Hear, O my people, and I will speak. O Israel, I will testify against you. I am God, your God. Not for your sacrifices do I rebuke you. Your burnt offerings are continually before me. I will not accept a bull from your house or goats from your folds. For every beast of the forest is mine, the cattle on 1,000 hills. I know all the birds of the hills, and all that moves in the field is mine. If I were hungry, I would not tell you, for the world and its fullness are mine. Do I eat the flesh of bulls or drink the blood of goats? Offer to God a sacrifice of thanksgiving and perform your vows to the Most High, and call upon me in the day of trouble. I will deliver you, and you shall glorify me. But to the wicked, God says, what right have you to recite my statutes or take my covenant on your lips? For you hate discipline and you cast my words behind you. If you see a thief, you are pleased with him, and you will keep company with adulterers. You give your mouth free rein for evil, and your tongue frames deceit. You sit and speak against your brother. You slander your own mother's son. These things you have done, and I have been silent. You thought that I was one like yourself, but now I rebuke you and lay the charge before you. Mark this then, you who forget God, lest I tear you apart and there be none to deliver. The one who offers thanksgiving as his sacrifice glorifies me. To the one who orders his way rightly, I will show the salvation of God. It's a pretty intense description of God as judge in this psalm. And a reminder to the people of Israel that the sacrifices that they're making aren't because God needs them to continue his own sustenance, but that they are done out of a heart that wants to please God, to show him thanks, to at the time earn the righteousness of and forgiveness of their sins. But it also points to the idea that there's not enough sacrifice that any human could do, and that only Jesus is able to provide that sacrifice that completely satisfies God. And so by accepting Jesus' sacrifice and taking his righteousness in the eyes of the judge of God, that we don't have to worry about continuing to sacrifice in that way anymore. And so as you go through your day, don't be afraid to call out to God. Don't be afraid that he's judging your every move, because he's seen your sins, and through Christ he has forgiven them. And so we want to live beyond that guilt and shame, and instead seek to continue to offer our lives as a living sacrifice. And so keep that in your mind as you go through this day.